Hi everyone, thanks once again for joining us on our YouTube channel. As always, I'm Semaganda Joseph for Big Game and More Breeding Farm. Whatever you're seeing here in the background, this is the husks from soya. We are harvesting our soya, as I showed you when I was planting. Now we are harvesting the soya. But these leftovers, all these husks, we're not going to throw them away. We are going to crush them because they still have a lot of nutrients in them and a lot of protein in them. So we're going to crush them, then we mix them with coarse and some alfalfa so that we can have more feeds. Dear fellow farmers, today I want to discuss one of the most important part for the farm. That's the part of the Dorper sheep. I have started keeping Dorper sheep and I hadn't yet made any video on Dorpers. So today I want to discuss the Dorper sheep, how I found them, the advantages I'm seeing, and how, as compared to the goats, which one can perform better. In my video, I'm not telling you to go for Dorper sheep or meat masters or what. At your farm, when you will start because you have CBGM has started. But you're going to meet your own challenges at your farm, which will give you a proper direction of what you can do best. So for me, my main target is that I want to become more of a Dorper sheep farmer. At the same time, high rates. Those are the two breeds I want to develop most, but still have some savannas and the boas. So you may find that someone's farm, they can perform better when they have Dorper sheep, others savannah goats, others boas. So as I told you, don't imitate anyone. Along that, when you have started your journey, you find a way of making it, and you realize that maybe you can benefit from dairy cows, Dorper, goats, so what. Not only about passion, you have to be flexible. So whatever I'm seeing, I'm going to utilize them. So I'll be showing the videos when I'm going to reconnect the parts when I was buying those Dorper.
Dear fellow farmers, as you can see, these are our Dorper sheep. Right here, we had just got them from Kenya. These are the last 6 we got. Then we first got the 6th one from Kenya, then we added on these 6. But they are of the same size how they came. They were looking like this. This is the smallest clip I have. When I had just received them, we can look at the size, how they look like, and you see how much they have changed. And this is one of the reasons why I opted for the Dorper sheep. That's why I decided, because I've been reading the video, they've been telling us several reasons that's why they keep them. But look at the size, how small they are, the size of the legs, each and everything. So for me, my target is their fellow farmers. Now here they had started to change, as we'll be seeing. So my main reason as why I went for Dorpers, because I read about the advantages, that's the reason. But as in this video for me, I'll be discussing my own reasons as to why I chose to go for the Dorpers. So you have seen the previous part how small and chaotic they were looking. So that was in Feb. That's when we got them. When I had just left South Africa, so I had ordered for a pure Dorper ram 85. So when I came back, I couldn't afford to go and buy the expensive females. So what I decided was, let me go for the affordable females, and I keep, even though they are pures or pure crosses from Kenya, because people should differentiate between a full blood and a pure cross, a crossbreed. It has been crossed from maybe locals to 50 to 75, 87, 96, like that. You keep on changing the rams. So I opted to go for the affordable females of 1M each from Kenya, and then a pure ram, a T5 ram, as I showed in the previous videos, our ram that we use for serving these ones. So, and again, I decided if I'm to change, one thing I have learned, it is very much better. I have learned that through the diary section. It is very much better you source for the best genetics from someone who doesn't really look or manage them well. Because if having the best genetics possible doesn't qualify you to bring out all the good genetics in it, all the performance in it. So it's so easy for you to get, like we get the lambs from South Africa when they are, or the bucks when they look so heavy and so big. But because we lack some feeds like the Rambo stars, the what, as you know, then they lose some bit of weight. They can't stay in the same performance or the same weight gain as they are. So for me, what I do, I learned that from the right section. that it's so easy for you to go to Jessa and get a very good dairy cow which milks like 35 to 45 or 50 liters per day. But again, management, when you bring it to your farm, it can even fail to give you 10 liters a day. So what I do, we go for those farms which have get very good genetics, but you look at their management, it's not that good. So that when it comes and you manage it under your own situations, which are far better than the others, they put on more weight as compared to what. So you can see in this video, as you can see right now, they were so thin, very cachetic, but because of the genetics and the ram I saw there and how they were managing them, I opted for go for those ones. So you can see what we have now so far. That's our T5 ram BOC that we use for serving these ladies. So dear fellow farmers, what I have found with the Dorper sheep, they hardly fall sick, because ever since we got them, honestly, we haven't met any challenges. But besides that, you shouldn't think that maybe they will never fall sick. Like any human being or any living creature, falling sick is normal. So, but under good management, like good nutrition and hygiene, they hardly fall sick, because ever since we got them, we haven't faced a lot of challenges. They faced challenges with the goats. So on my side, as I told you earlier, I'm not advising you to go for Dorper sheep, but I'm telling you how I found them. This is all I'm sharing with you. I haven't met a lot of challenge with the Dorpers. First of all, they are very good feed converters. Whatever they feed, after a certain period of time, you find that they are put on more weight as compared to the goats, because at times making a goat which has lost weight regain its weight is quite hard, most especially in zero grains. Those people are on free range, because they eat a variety of feeds there. It's so easy for them to regain. But managing these animals zero grazing is quite difficult and a bit expensive, because meeting all the nutritional demand of these animals zero grazing is not so easy. Yes, we have the alfalfa, we have the Coast Ghana, we have the Napier, but again, there are some macro and micronutrients which must be met. At times, you find that it's not so easy to get them, and again, serving them in the right quantities. So, but it's still a learning process. We are keeping on learning so that we can do it that way. So, these ladies or these guys, the weight gain is so high as compared to the goats. And again, we are feeding them what we have. So they can even eat dry maize stovers, they can eat silage. You give them some bit of grasses, as I told you earlier. They have to regurgitate. So small ruminants, they need hay so that the microbes in their stomach can survive. So you can look at them and see how they look like. From what I showed you, we had just bought them from Kenya, and how they look like. So they are so hardy. They can survive on all environmental conditions. And for example, one of the sheep produced, and we never even separated it from the mother, because they make a lot of noise. So we don't need a lot of pains to separate them. Like the goats, maybe the environmental conditions is not so easy to be harmed. I'm not meaning you should expose them to the environmental conditions, but we haven't met any challenge when it comes to the kid management. The weight gain of the kid is so fast. Their mothering ability is so high. When you steep them properly, they have a lot of milk. And so I found a lot of advantages in keeping this Dorper. So I believe I'll be more of a Dorper sheep farmer as I read more about the meat masters, because they are also so hardy. So they are so hardy, they hardly fall sick, they easily get used to the environmental condition, they eat a variety of feeds. You look at her, how it looks like, and afterwards you look at the local, of which they are eating on the same feed, but the feed conversion rate of the locals as compared to the Dorpers is very, very, very low. So that's why we opted to go for these ones. Their consumption rate is so high. Now look at that one coming. They're eating on the same feed. They're under the same management. They are dewormed. They are cared for. But you can see the difference. So if you're in business and you want to make profit, I believe going for the Dorpers will be of a higher advantage as compared to keeping the locals. If possible, you can get a ram and you cross your locals with it. But so far, the feed conversion rate is so high. The weight gain is so high. getting into the environmental condition is high. They can survive and perform so well on different varieties. So they can eat a variety of feeds and they perform. Let it be very dry, let it be fresh feeds. So they eat a variety. And for us who have small piece of land, who are much involved in planting the napier, which gives a very good volume, I think that the Dorper sheep will be a game changer to all farmers. So dear fellow farmers, but I advise you to go for at least those one with higher bud percentage, higher crosses, high bud percentage in terms of crosses. You can look at the locals and as compared to the other one. So the toppers haven't found a lot of challenge as compared to the goats. The weight gain and how they are performing is also interesting. I think I have found the right path to take. So dear fellow farmers, those who have tested it, they know. Those who haven't, you can give it a try and see. So dear fellow farmers, here we are. For us, we have started, and I saw most of them are becoming pregnant. We're expecting kids anytime. Thanks so much for watching.